Mic off. Mic on.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves.
Hello everybody, I am playing Amnesia the Bunker today. I picked the game up a couple years ago when it came out, thinking that maybe I'd be able to play it, but I found myself challenged when it came to the scariness of the game. So I thought recently that it might be a good idea that I stream these things and I can have an audience that sort of pushes me towards doing the content. You know, make me more of a butt monkey instead of a guy sitting alone scared playing these games. So, gonna be playing it on normal mode, and well, here we go. Looks good to me. Alright, let's try a new game. Got pretty long load screens, I've noticed. Well, to survive this war, you'll need two things. First, a basic set of skills. Second, the good goddamn sense to do whatever's necessary. I can teach you the first, the second is up to you. Pretty simple stuff. Alright, let's see. Looks like the brightness is pretty good on YouTube. Maybe it's a little bright. We'll see as things progress. We gotta put away the gun. Hold and fire. Where there's any hip fire. Hint lean. Not seeing much in the way of things I need to lean from. Seems simple enough. Anybody here? Looks like we're good. Got bullets. Gotta check my gun. Looks like I didn't even have them loaded. We'll see what we can do about that. Oh. One more here by the playing cards. Time to load it up. Alright. Standard frictional controls. You know, really gets you into it when you have to actually crank the thing open and shut yourself. Is this a push or pull door? I'm not seeing too much in the way of that. Not doing good on opening the door. Oh, maybe he wants me to break it. Seems like it. Alrighty. See how things are looking. Oh, we got Germans. 3 bullets, too many of them. Oh, looks like we gotta go under. I think they're doing a pretty good job of capturing the ugliness of the trenches in World War I. I don't feel like I'd want to stick around here for too long. Alrighty. Oop, shoot. Uh-oh. Not much of a shooting game. Thank you, guy. Tab to see. Dang, they got me in the knee. That's bad. Should probably do something about that. Picked up an item. Press tab to go inventory. Cloth and make a bandage. Two, and then mouse 1. You know, it was really nice of me to put it in a can right before I'm about to use it. While I'm crouching, I see a grenade. I see a couple grenades. Let's see here. They're going to want me to use them right away. I'll put them on hotkey 2, I suppose. This is another door I gotta break open. Let's see if they want me to use the helmet. No. I suppose they're gonna want me to use the grenade. And fire in the hole. Alright. 1 bullet remains. Let's hope we don't run into anybody more. Got a nice alcove here. More bullets. I hope they don't want me to spin the revolver to get the bullets in the right area. Would suck. Oh, got a explosive barrel here. Do they want me to shoot it? Usually you shoot red barrels to explode, but not really sure what's igniting it. Metal shooting wood doesn't really spark. Down into it. Gonna. Alright. Uh-oh. Grenade. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. Those are gas grenades. Am I dead? Did I make the wrong call? Oh, thank goodness.
You're dying on your own. You make it out of this hell together. Now follow me. We're nearly there.
Those World War I gas masks are always creepy.
Beat that roll, my friend.
There you have it, huh?
Ah, fate's a bastard. I'm on patrol tonight then. C'est la vie.
Surely nothing can go wrong. Oof. Is my perspective weird? That's a really big looking corpse when you're crouched next to it. Let's see what's going on down here. Looks like we got a, what do they call these? A send out? And it's got some emergencies on the bottom level. Let's see what we can do. Should I be seeing something right now? It's so blurry. Oh, there we go. Looks like we're gonna top him off a little.
Then I'm going to get you out of here.
My leg. Too weak.
I'll get you back to safety. Just hold on to me.
Alright. Let's go ahead and carry it. Looks like I'm not affected even a little bit by Lambert's weight. Jeez. Alright, let's run faster now. You really aren't waiting. Oh! Oh, dear. Yes, go ahead and shoot while they are firing mortars. I am sure that's not redundant or dangerous in any way. Alright, tutorial over. Looks like we're on to the main game, whatever it is. think I can rotate objects. Hope that won't matter too much. I'm not really too big a fan of when I have to rotate an object unless it's explicitly a puzzle game. Let's see. Alright, looks like we're using journal rules from most games of this type. Right. 10th July 1916. Soldat Clement admitted to medical treatment following the events of 9th of July. Personal effects held in the storage locker. Patient remains in weak coma state. Will respond to stimuli, but only for brief periods of time. When last roused, he reported no memory of recent events, had trouble recalling even his own name, most likely due to the severity of his initial head trauma. Will continue to monitor. If status does not improve in a week's time, recommend transfer to Saint Etienne for neurological tests. Signed, Dr. Jasinski. I suppose we're Clement in this case. Goes without saying that Amnesia games usually have some form of amnesia, though this one's a lot more cranial in nature than a lot of the other ones, where things are more of a mystical potion type, though I have not personally played any of those myself. I know a little bit of the lore about Amnesia and how this game generally tends to buck the trend in favor of trying something more one-off and experimental. Don't be like that, game. Alright, we got the lawnmower flashlight. We can hold it down, charge it. It's unlimited light, but it makes noise. That is kind of a weak light, even in the best of situations. See, we got anybody in here? We got a photo. Let's see what we got here. You know, that photo kind of sucks. I don't know what happened to him. Not good. Let's see, we got a door up. That's even worse. I will take whatever that is, though. Light's a little flashed out. Is that the only thing in this room other than burned bodies? Alright, we'll just go ahead and shut that ew. Down the halls, not seeing anything of note. I see a lock on the door here. Alright. Flag of France. Looks like this door is blocked in both directions. Can't open it right now. Gonna have to keep going forward. Alright. Looks like we got some conversation.
Over here, are we? Thought I was the last one. We're trapped down here. Red fucking officers ran and blew the exit behind them. You want to escape? You need to blow it back open. There's dynamite in the arsenal. And a handle to trigger it somewhere in the excavation site. Get them, and you can make it out. Shit. That thing, it's coming for me. Here, take this. Finish me off, please. I want to die at the hands of a brother soldier, not that monster.
Alright.
There's ammo in the pantry. Get it. Do the job, please.
Not too sure how excited I am at the thought of using ammo. Whoop. Got quite a bit of... Alright. Here we go. Ammo. Do. World War I bunker. I have exactly 2 bullets to my name so far. Alright. Well, oh. Shit. There's that lock on the door. We can probably shoot it or break it. I'm not sure how much noise I want to make with that monster right here. Is there anything particularly strong I can bust it open with? That's, what am I looking at? Looks like a box of bread. I don't know if that's going to be very tough. Maybe this can will do. Let's see here. I'm scared. Let's see, I'm gonna have to shoot it off, I suppose. Uh-oh. Hope he didn't hear anything. Let's see, both doors are good. Looks like we got the oil warehouse here. Somebody who didn't make it. Looks like fuel can. Let's see who we got here. Q Frillo and a code for a locker on the back. Alright, cool. We got a power generator. We got a pocket watch here. Whole bunch of stuff. Not sure how much of anything is back there. Might be able to use the barrels to jump on something later. Keep on at all times. The fucker hates light. Let's see. Looks like I can use the pocket watch to put the lights on. Otherwise, I don't see anything that can really pose a threat in this room. Let's see, we got a note on the table here. Update to all medical and mortuary personnel. The rat problem has not gotten any better. They're swarming every dead body. They're even coming after the wounded. But the vermin have no interest in flesh after it is burnt. So, a new policy must be instituted. The bodies of all deceased soldiers must be burned. I have spoken to Father Derai about this matter. He will provide proper consecration for the deceased. Remains will be preserved for families. This is not ideal, and it fills my soul with pain, but burning the dead seems to be the only way to stop the rats from coming, so burn them we must. You know, I think right now, in New York we have a almost similar situation where the rats have gotten so complacent that they're actually fighting people. I don't know. It sounds ridiculous from what I've heard, but the trash epidemic has gotten so bad that it seems like they're just built tough now. And I'm sure there's a lot of competition in a city so large. There's got to be a ton of different rat packs. Alright, let's see. Can I save? Nice. We got storage box. Looks like I can hold on to things I don't want. I can only have 6 inventory spots. That's pretty limiting. This is the map of the bunker. I'll be able to fill it up as I go. Let's see here. Must be an administration. We came from the sick room, went to the storage, doctor's office where those burnt bodies were, mess hall, kitchen pantry, that's where the guy got dragged away. So it looks like we've seen most of everything until we get to strategic operations. Got mission storage there. Alright. Oh, that's kind of helpful. I don't know, kind of reminds me of a translation thing. Alright, well, I think what we should do now is get that power running and see if we can poke our head out and explore a little. See, doing this, yep, that fuels it. Let's see. Only 2 pips per fuel can? That's kind of limiting. Do I want to use all my fuel? I think I will use all my fuel. Alright, this should buy us time. Let's see. Alright, where's the handle? Alright. we've got this amount of time. I'll put that on 4, I suppose. That amount of time to figure out a way to stop the generator from going out, or if I have to go and double back. Let's see, we got here. Baptiste, nothing on the back. Let's see here. Important. When processing deceased soldiers, please check the reverse side of the ID tags for any messages, symbols, or locker codes. These are to be wiped clean before the tag is preserved and recorded. 798. So, earlier, what? We saw the, 1200 to get out of here. 1200. Alright. This is about as far as my experience with the game goes. You may notice that this is right out the front door. I'm scaredy cat. What can I say? Is it just me, or did that not go very far? The, see, I don't know what I'm looking at there. Well, I'm spooked. Uh-oh. Power's out already? See, we're under emergency lockdown. Can I flip these? I really hope that turning the lights on does not screw up the power consumption. Jeez. We're in trouble if it does, I'll tell you that. Got mission started. Ooh. Let's see what we can do here. Well, I'm pretty sure if we're supposed to be quiet, it would be a really bad idea to try to fire this firearm at any point. Oh, shit. Locked door. Locked no more. Noise is dangerous. We got fuel here. That buys us time. Let's see here. Melee. Ooh, a bandage. That'll come in handy. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Are these supposed to be canteens, I suppose? Alright, we got bullets here, but we need to get these open. Foreman Stafford's got a... Yeah, I kind of got that idea. A. Lambert. Isn't that us? Oh, Delilah's got a lockdown wheel. Oh, just got a lighter. That could come in handy, I suppose. A gas mask. Yeah, let's see. Who do I have here? Travers. He's got a 9013. Let's see, have we seen a Travers locker? Here. We gotta put in the code. 9013. And that buys us 2 grenades. And we might even be able to use one of them. Can't really say I want to do any of that at the point in time. Nothing in there. Another locked door. Out we go. We gotta find a way to get the lockdown open. Oop. Alright. Should probably do something about that. Let's see here. Gonna put one of these grenades away. Do I make a break for the other one? Also, what's the time looking right now? That's going down remarkably quickly. Jeez. The generator, like, the amount of fuel we got was probably only just enough to, like, make up for what we lost. Well, I suppose that's what it's there for. I almost don't even want to turn it on. I almost want to tough it on just the flashlight for a little while I get my bearings. Just do a little bit of saving. Alright, back out into the abyss. See if we can swing back around for that other grenade. Ooh. That does not last very long at all, does it? Oh, I see. So we're going to want to check out, those are the names of people. Head down there, see if we can get to Delisle's room, see if there's a dog tag in there. We can open up the storage unit that's got the wheel in it that allows us to check out the rest of the environment. Do I want to do it with no power, though? Is there anything in here that'll help? I don't think so. Oh, there was a note. I didn't see this before. Warning, generator fuel is extremely flammable. Do not light any fires near the fuel. Do not fire any weapons near the fuel. For God's sakes, do not even smoke your cigarettes near it. Store it only in sturdy metal canisters. Glass breaks far too easily. If it spills, wipe the area clean immediately, then dispose of the rags outside of the bunker. Don't really have much of a choice to dispose of the rags outside the bunker with it being blown. You know, I'm just terrified to use all the fuel power when we're still kind of like in a baby steps area, but at the same time, when better to use the crutches. Let's power it up, see if we can make some progress. Oh, what do we got here? Meat? Another grenade? Not too sure how useful either of those are going to be. I might put the meat away. Bunker pests. We'll just keep an eye on it for later. I do want to hold on to a grenade just in case the monster attacks. I don't need 2 grenades, but what do you know? Let's see. It looks like we have the exit right here. Have not seen another human for hours now. I might be the last. But, in the hopes that there might be another, I leave this now so you do not waste any time. This is the only exit. The only way out of this hell of our own making. It was blown closed. It needs to be blown open. Don't bother digging. Impossible. Blow it up. The dynamite is locked in the arsenal. The detonator handle is somewhere down in the Roman tunnels, deeper in hell. I go now to try to retrieve them both. Though I do not know if you exist, I pray for you. Please, extend me the same courtesy. You can even see the daylight outside. So close, but so far away. Unless you're a speedrunner, in which case you've beaten the game in the amount of time it took for me to get to the safe room. Yeah, it's one of those games that if you know what you're doing, you can get done with it very quickly, but if you're not too confident with what you're doing, it's going to take you a while. Do I hear it? to double back because I don't know what my bearings. Let's see here. We're in there. We just got to go down the hallway and turn big left. So is this officer quarters and maintenance, I suppose? Alright. Gas right there. A lock on the door, that might come in handy. Empty bottle. Sounds useful. Possibly. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, so it's scratched through the warehouse door, or an admin's room. So it should be fine to keep it blocked off. Let's see what we got here. To any who find this, Fournier, our commanding officer, cowers next to me now. He's lost his mind to an abyss of fear. He repeats the same refrain over and over. Flee! We must flee and seal the beast where it belongs! He wants to run, to blow up the exit behind him, sealing the demon down here, the demon and our men. His constant refrain, it is getting to me, and that same void of terror. It is also overtaking me. Have you tried streaming it? It makes it a little less scary. To any of my men who see this, once we're free of this place, I will get the arsenal code from him. I will get it and I will radio it back to you. Trapped down here with that beast, the arsenal may be our only hope. It's all I can do. All I have courage to do. Get to the communications room in the soldiers' quarters. Hide there. I'll broadcast the code to you. So it looks like we're going to need to get the code to enter into an area by radio. That seems kind of silly. We got a gas grenade. How useful do you think that's going to be? Ooh, we got a code in here. 14th July, 1916. Night. Strange scratching sound like a few moments ago, and now it sounds like someone is pacing in the hallway. Probably Reynard, drunk on the stash of wine I know he hides from us. Best I confront him now. Either get him into bed to sleep it off, or convince him to share a bottle or two with me. 15th July, 1916. Cold fear runs through all our veins now. Fournier has terrorized the men for answers. They say we were asleep until Reynard screams. I believe them, of course. Fournier went so far as to accuse prisoner number 73014 of escaping his cell and committing the murder. Impossible. I worry about Fournier. His rage hides fear. He takes it out on the men, and I can see no way to stop it. It breeds contempt. My mind slips back to the moment Reynard started screaming. How easily it could have been me. How easily it still could be. For the first time, I wish the order to attack would come. I would rather face 1,000 German guns than this nameless dread. You know, I don't know if I should be reading those outside of the safe room when you think about it. Let's see. Gas grenade. Bottle. I might just leave all of the stuff here. Let's see. Anything to worry about? No big scary monsters. Oh, marked on the door. If I open that, I'm blowing it up. Which would definitely be a problem. Let's see. I got the lounge, though, at least. I don't like the sound of that. That scraping is going to kill me. But I'm not seeing anything of worry. I see a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe I'll flip this and get some comfort. Which I get a little. Let's see, Delisle. It's a little busted up. Is that an explosive? Oh dear. Well, locked door. I think this is the, if I remember right, this is where we found the, infirmary. Yeah. Alright, we got a full loop here. Oh, and I have it locked from that way. Interesting. Maybe it would be better to leave it unlocked from that direction in case I ever need to run like hell. Speaking of which, back here, save, drop off a couple of grenades. Yeah, I'll take my chances. Alright. More just... Why did they even photograph that? Yeah, let's get a photo of this guy rigging it to blow. Let's see here. 2nd of May, 1916. Engineers have broken through our storage area into the old Roman tunnels. They were, as we thought, structurally sound, deep, and I confess I was skeptical of this last point, but they do indeed lead into the direction of the German line. By September, we should be in position to launch a massive push from inside the tunnels. Perhaps of note, inside the tunnels we found urns, Latin texts, etc. We'll do our best to preserve some materials for posterity. Updates to follow. You know, could you imagine, like, digging a tunnel and finding Roman ruins? That would be insane. Especially in such a horrendous conditions as these. Fournier, Rainer. Alright, looks like we got this one. I'm not really a fan of, the big stick sticking out of the wall. Got a stick. That probably won't help much. Let's see what we got here. Situation report. After Tremblay's death in the bunker descended into chaos. I've retaken control and ordered the men to form up in squads. They're to hunt the beast down and kill it. They tell me it's not possible. They tell me the bullets don't kill it. They only buy a little time and the beast comes back angrier. Cowards. I've sent them back out to do as they should. Hunt and kill it. If they fail, they'll face a worse fate than claws in the darkness. Not sure how true that is. Can't like punish somebody too much after they're dead. Let's see, we got... Ooh. Okay. Took his hand. Not in marriage. Another note. I have ordered increased security for the arsenal. Lock and code and I will root out those responsible for this horrendous act. Justice will be done. For France. You know, I just noticed the game paused in the corner when I'm reading the notes. That's massively appreciated. Let's see, we still need to figure out a way to get into Reynard's. I'm not too eager to use a barrel. But I'm starting to run out of options. Unless I really want to, blow up the nade. Is there any way to just strap it off from the pin? I don't know. What I do know is that I feel like I've got enough of a situation I can shut off the generator, save some power. In I go. Locked. Saved. And let's go ahead and off the generator. Oh, that is not a lot of power remaining. Shit. And I have, what, one bullet? If I use a couple of these grenades to blow open the doors, that should work, but it'll probably send the beast reaming towards me. But, you know, I didn't see too much in the way of leverage in terms of throwing objects. So if I do it, I better run like hell or hide like hell. Bottle, gas grenades. I'm just not sure how useful that's going to be for my goal. I see an option. Can I wedge these off? Yes, sir. Jeez, you are screwed up, my guy. Flip that. Oh, that's drawn face. Got more in the way of bottles. Maybe I should start trying to get something done with them. Let's see here. 15th May, 1916. I am now putting into my writing what I have reported to both of my immediate superiors. Last evening, 14th of May, I was assigned to aid the engineers in mapping the Roman tunnels. As I entered the deepest area of the tunnels, I noticed strange glowing liquids seeping from the walls. When I turned around, the walls of the tunnels themselves were suddenly gone, and I was standing in a vast plain of darkness. In the distance there was a sickly light that seemed to be calling me forward. Between it and me, malformed shadows moved. I blinked again, and it was gone. I was back in the tunnel. It lasted but a split second, but I am quite convinced that what I saw was no daydream. It was real. Since that experience, I have felt haunted. Like a part of me is still there, stuck in the tunnels. I keep seeing shapes moving at the edges of my vision. I am formally requesting medical leave. Please help me. And I suppose that the shadow faces are part of that. Yikes. A pocket bag? I can now carry how many more items? Oh my god, I get a whole nother item. Let's go. Crank my light for that. Grab a bottle. Ooh, what's in here? Nothing! Alright, and looks like we got what we came for. Wait, no we didn't. We gotta get the code. Was there any dog tags I missed? Are you... Oh, hello. Delisle code 3228. Alright. That way spells kaboom? Is there really... Do I not have scissors or anything? See here. Delisle. 3228. Here we go. Alright, and we have no room for that. Guess we're gonna have to go back to the admin's room. Didn't notice the clothing grenades here. Looks like they really don't want to leave you hanging on early game items. But I kind of hate it when these kinds of games, they'll give you a whole lot of items at the beginning and there's just like this implicit expectation you gotta ration them out all the way towards the end. Like, I understand if they like don't give you as many later on, but there's just like a ridiculous amount of items at the beginning. You just expect that, but it never sticks around. Alright, bottle goes in. Put one grenade back out into the horror abyss. Mission storage. Well, that sounds awful. I think we have a friend. I don't hear him anymore. I think before I try to crank that, I'm gonna go see if I can clear the way. No scary monster? I don't think so. Good on grenades. Only got one bullet. Tell you what. Power it up. Not seeing any mercy oil anywhere, it looks like. Yeah, power it up, run over, see if we can get the valve open. I'll tell you right now, I am pretty happy at how big my mouse pad is for those big wheel turns like that. Let's see, was there anything I missed in here? Let's see, we got the nades, we got the cloth. I'm hoping to find bullets or something. Alas, it doesn't look like there's anything of the sort. My only hope is going to be getting these lockers open. Oh, hello, I missed this. Oh!
9th of July. I do not know the time, but dusk has fallen, and still, of course, no word. When I asked the sergeant, he shrugged, as if I was asking about when it might next rain. These fools around me, laughing, drinking, arguing. Do they know what I've done? Do they suspect it? I feel they must all be guilty of something. And yet, they laugh, drink, argue. God knows what I've done. I wonder if his judgment could be worse than my own.
That's crazy. Do I have my own dog tags anywhere? No. Doesn't look like it. Not seeing much in the way of extra ammo. How long do I got on the generator? Yeah, that's horrible. Alright. Let's get this thing shut off. Yeah, that's like 5 seconds worth of fuel, it looks like. Not much in the way I can do for that. Let's put the gun away and try that again. Soldiers' quarters, prison, maintenance, arsenal. In truth, I feel like the soldiers' quarters is probably going to have the best in terms of just getting gear. So I suppose what? How are we going to get there? Across the weights, mission storage. That must have been just where we were cranking the valve. You know, it just occurred to me, we didn't actually finish checking this place out. There's still a couple of things I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get them open. Maybe use a couple of Do you think I can use these as a leverage to punch them open? Too far in the other direction. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, it looks like the game really wants me to throw a grenade and run like hell. Nothing like that. Cloth could come in handy. What do we got in here? Can I hide in this? Should I hide in this? Shit. Fuck. Hope it's not a tracker. Sounds to me like it went back inside. You know, everyone always says I'm living near walls, but when it actually happens, it's dang terrifying. Alright. With that said, though, I'm noticing that it seems like my stream settings are a little awkward. I'm going to do a little bit more tinkering before I keep going onwards. I think I'm going to cut the stream here. Thank you guys for checking me out. More will be coming shortly, and thanks for your time, honestly.